All right, Pisces. Hi, guys, and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. If you're already familiar with this space, welcome back. You already know what it is and what's about to come through. But if you are new and unfamiliar with this space, come on in and please feel free to be your most authentic self wherever you are energetically, be it positive, negative, or neutral. It really doesn't matter so long as you leave better than you came. But yeah, what's going on? What will come through for you guys? Overlying energy, you guys have the Knight of Wands that came out. So that's opportunity for advancement type of energy. You're feeling really ambitious. You are feeling really adventurous as well. So you guys might be preparing to take flight. Okay, funny, spirit, funny. And you guys might be going somewhere like long distance travel, or somebody might be coming in to see you, somebody that you have a romantic attraction to or a romantic desire for. Look at that. Curse that hounds you is the Ten of Cups. So yeah, this is definitely about a reunion. It can be a reunion with kindred spirits. That's what comes through heavy when it's Ten of Cups energy for me. So it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This can be you reuniting with people from your childhood as you were growing up, right? Because the Knight of Wands is already suspended in air. So you get the concept of ascension in looking at the depiction, right? So yes, it can be people that you went to school with, or your friends, best friends, cousins, other family members. As we are approaching the holidays, it's not unlikely that some of you guys are on a plane or getting ready to book a flight to go somewhere to visit these kindred spirits, okay? What's real about the situation, you guys have the Five of Wands card. The reason why I want to say that it is about a union, though, is because you have the 5 that's here, and the number 5 is Leo's card on a numerological level, and that house encompasses love affairs, you know, entertainment, romance, and one wanting to be, what is that called, chivalrous in certain ways, or just high libido. Now, because it rules, that number is associated with Leo. Leos are the narcissists of the zodiac. They act a lot like children and have very big hearts, but much like kids, you know, they can come off as extremely demanding, and when they don't get their way, they are prone to throwing temper tantrums or having an attitude, or resorting to prideful actions, or making very egoic decisions, again, because one's pride might be hurt. So what's wrong about the situation, you guys have the 8 of Cups. I feel like this is a situation where you have a deep soul connection with someone that wants to come in and wants to be able to talk things out. However, there's still that pent-up aggression and anger and rage that this person has. I feel like one of you, if not both of you, had, again, like a very prideful approach and way of doing things and going about things, again, to get what you desire, right? That instant gratification, again, that kids have naturally, and you can't blame them for it because they don't understand the effort required to give them the things that they want. So in that sense, yes. But I feel like there were some power struggles between you and this person, and it led to somebody ghosting the situation. Where you need more information, you have the Page of Wands. So this is going after what you want. Being persistent. Maybe that is what one of you, if not both of you, lacked with this connection, as far as it being able to be sustained. Because with the Five of Wands, again, it's all about the love affairs and the flings. So this is where you have that more carefree approach in love. It can be a lot more casual in nature. So I feel like somebody was trying to fight to get out of that energy and kind of like pulling and tugging on this person to come along and to move to greener pastures. That's coming through. But for some reason, somebody was refusing to do so. You can't tell Leos what to do. And if you have yourself, Pisces, a lot of cardinal or fire placements within your own personal natal chart, then you have problems with authority figures. You know what I mean? Like, you don't like being told what to do. You kind of just want to do as you please. And it's like that rebelliousness is what makes it such a fun game to you in matters of love and just overall affairs with people on a heart level. You like playing hard to get because you want to see just how hard somebody's going to work for your affection and your devotion. But for some of you guys, that is going to have to be transformed and or transcended here with this Cups energy, the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Cups, in order to see better results with your loving relationships, or just knowing when it's appropriate to play. Where you guys end up, you have the Temperance card and the Two of Pentacles. So what this is telling me, again, like, yeah, it's knowing when it's appropriate to play to that more mischievous side of who you are, and tempering that also with a more rational, logical, serious approach. Okay, if you can tell that the other person that you're involved with isn't necessarily in the mood, already has that more agitated disposition or look on their face, then I wouldn't go into the situation trying to be sarcastic. Or if somebody's trying to have a moment with you where they're trying to express themselves and be transparent and be vulnerable, and you take it as, or you want to try to make light of it and turn it into a laughing matter, it's learning how to better assess the situation when that's necessary. Yes, comedic relief in all situations is important, but comedic timing is the most important thing of all. Okay, like, you need to meet the person where they're at. If this person is asking for more reassurance in certain situations, you have to provide it to them. Namely, also because you don't understand, I'm getting the sense that you or this other person don't or didn't understand why this individual behaves the way that they do. And with the Temperance card that is out, it's recognizing that when you're trying to have such a deep soul connection with someone, and or have a successful union or come into union with someone, then you need to understand through your own maturity here and growing up, right? Because you go from the Knight to the Page. So there is a slight maturation that's happened, some development, and again, advancement as far as your own self-development or the other person's is concerned. But with this Temperance card, again, it's you having to realize that when you put two people together, that you're meshing together people that have completely different pasts and often backgrounds as well, and just different outlooks on life, and different rules and different definitions for certain concepts, such as love and or fidelity and or partnership and or responsibility and or maturity and what that looks like, and or two different life goals, you know what I mean, and aspirations and the things that you guys are trying to achieve independently, as well as trying to figure out what you can do interdependently with one another and how you guys can build each other up. But you come with that, you know, you have completely different paths, and in the present moment you guys can be going in two separate directions, or be working in two completely different fields. And also you carry with you still some of the baggage from the past and pain and trauma from the past, and unless you actually uncover that and get to the root with all of this red energy that's here, and truly heal and help each other heal appropriately, you know, without taking on the burden of having to do all of the work. But unless you actually get to the root of the problem, then that person's coming in with those fears of what love is and how they feel they can love, and if they even feel worthy of love. And so you need to be a little bit more compassionate when you see this temperance energy and understanding. The bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. It's extremely challenging when you have two very different and often strong personalities that come in. I'm definitely getting the sense that one of you guys, if not both of you guys, are very alpha dominant, just very dominant people, and it can come off as being overly demanding, or just always needing to have that attention, like being an attention seeker, or needing that validation, again, needing that reassurance, and liking affection. Because with the Wands energy and sometimes with the Pentacles, you get that touchy-feely aspect, like this person is just very in tune, as I can say, with their sensuality and their sexuality, and is very unashamed in expressing that, and is very quick to often lead with that because they just naturally exude that energy. You'll also get that again with the charismatic expressions that come through with fire signs like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, also if that's activated within your own chart and your own placements here. But with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like somebody definitely is returning and they're coming in. I don't necessarily see this being coming in because this person's horny so much as I see it them coming in because they're irate over the fact that you guys have not fixed the problem yet, you know, that you haven't actually talked it out or like cleared the air, if you will. That's what's coming through. It's going to be a challenge to you in you having to have self-discipline and control your pride to not be as reactionary or reaction focused as this person may come in being. But by the end of the conversation, I do definitely feel like this person's just like, okay, like really hear me out. I definitely get the sense that this person's going to be begging and pleading for another chance. Whether or not you afford it to this person is entirely up to you. You do have some free will. But if you've been getting some signs and some synchronicities, I definitely feel like you should be following those and reading into those more, and just taking those breaths and asking for confirmation from spirit before you go of your own presumptuous nature and or reacting prematurely or impulsively and making a permanent decision that you won't be able to take back just because in the moment you are caving in to your feelings of anger and or pride and arrogance and feeling like you only ever want people, you don't absolutely need them because you're self-assured and you're self-sufficient, which there's nothing wrong with. But again, if you know that there truly is love for this person, then I would just say weigh it out. Weigh out the pros and the cons with the duality of the twos that's here also, while you wait for confirmation from spirit on what you should do in the next move that you should make and whether or not you should trust this person again, because I definitely feel like the trust has to be rebuilt. If in the breakup of this situation there were some hurtful words exchanged, then also the confidence and the respect within the relationship, aside from the trust, also has to be rebuilt and or strengthened at this time. But you guys are extremely brave, and though you don't come off as the confrontational types and you may not like confrontation, this is absolutely necessary. This is one of those uncomfortable or is that a word? The discomfort that you're feeling is going to do wonders. It's going to work wonders for your growth, right? It's going to cause you to grow exponentially, because you're going to be able to become a better problem solver at the end of the day, but also just be better at vocalizing your needs and your wants going forward. If you feel like in the past you couldn't do that, and or somebody's coming in telling you that now they have more of a footing and more stability in their life to do and provide more than they could before. Because I feel like to some degree somebody's life was just a little bit more chaotic, dysfunctional, and or unstable before. And maybe that's something that they didn't have the courage to tell you. But that's what's coming through, Pisces. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need to. But if I don't hear from you, then please at least take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again. Ciao.